Stampers, and thanks for joining me today. From the amazingly creative mind of my friend Mary Fish, today we're going to be creating this awesome Black-Eyed Susan card. We're going to be using some of Stampin' Up's Sweet Treat cups and a couple of oval punches, and that's all there is to this card. Super, super cool. Let's get started. This is Whisper White 8.5 by 5.5. Simply fold it in half and use your bone folder for a nice crisp fold. I'll be attaching this gorgeous piece of Sweet Pea designer paper to some chocolate chip. They're both 5.5 inches wide. The chocolate chip is 2 inches high and the Sweet Pea designer paper is 1 3/4. So they layer perfectly. Those just layer together with some snail. We'll take some wide chocolate chip grosgrain ribbon and we'll wrap that around the whole bottom of the card and just tie that in a knot. Trim off your edges. Now I'm going to take just a touch of snail just to keep that flat. Next I'll be using some more mustard cardstock. We'll be punching 9 of the small oval punches, 10 of the regular size large oval punch, and we'll punch out 1 of the small boho blossoms. Always punch upside down. You're going to take all of your oval punches, both the large and the small, and the 3/4 inch circle punch. Take this and slide it into your circle punch and just punch the very tip off so we have a rounded edge. And then take your chocolate chip ink and a sponge and sponge the edges. And also do your boho blossoms. And do that on all of your ovals. And through the magic of YouTube, mine are all done. Don't you wish all stamping projects were like that? Now here is the cool part. I'm going to take one of Stampin' Up's Sweet Treat cups. I'm going to peel off the bottom 3/4 and we'll be sticking that right about here. We want a little bit of space. Our ovals are going to go off on either side, but we want a little bit of space so that most of the ovals will fit on here, but it's not quite centered. Then we'll take our M&ms. Now I took just the brown ones for this project, and only the top section of our Sweet Treat cup is open. The rest of it's still attached, and these just pop right in. And you know my rule. If the M&ms don't fit, you gotta eat them. I'm going to just peel off the rest of this. Alright, so our Sweet Treat cup is down. Next we'll be attaching our flower petals. You can either use snail adhesive or mini glue dots for this part. I'm going to use the mini glue dots. We're going to start around the outer edge working with the larger of the ovals. Just put that right on there. I put 2 mini glue dots per petal and they should be touching. Wasn't that cool? And once you're done with that, take the smaller ovals and do the exact same thing, and the smaller ovals go right in between the 2 larger ovals. And I'll speed this part up for you so it'll be like a nature video. The flower coming to bloom. Oh my gosh, isn't that stinking cool? It's awesome! I thought it only seemed right to use it from the garden stamp set. I'm going to use this stamp for our greeting, and I'm actually only going to use the words. I'll show you how I do it. So we have a panel of Whisper White cardstock and our stamp and a matching chocolate chip Stampin' Right marker. Take the brush tip end and just color the words in. And that's it. Now we only have words. So I'm going to stamp that on our Whisper White, and we'll punch that out with our small oval punch. And then punch a larger oval out of the large oval punch so we can layer the 2. 2 Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that to pop it up. And that goes right there. Oh my gosh, isn't it awesome? So stinking cool. Alright, remember this guy we did back at the beginning? I'll be putting him on the mat pack and taking the paper piercer and just punching a hole right dead in the middle. 5/16 inch neutral brads. And we want chocolate chip, of course, to match all of our chocolate. This card really is yummy enough to eat, isn't it? When you're watching this on YouTube, you can't even smell these M&ms. They are making me want to eat them. 1 more dimensional on the back of that, and that goes right there for our finishing touch. And it is completely amazing. And our card is complete, but since we're talking about gardening, I thought I'd take another image from the garden stamp set and just put it on the inside. Love, love, love this. Be sure to visit my blog for tons more tutorials and samples and more amazing ideas. Thanks for joining me today.